next introduction at the ICAST show in 2016 were the Saltiga Star Drag reels. The return of what had been the best Star Drag reels ever made. The most beautiful machining, just wonderful pieces on the old Saltigas that went away several years ago. Daiwa really tried to put those guys away and then bring out the lever drag reels in the Saltiga series. And while they are nice reels, they didn't have the same feel as the old Star Drags. And so, it was very, very heartwarming to see the Saltiga Star Drags come back on the market as far as being introduced at ICAST. And at this point, we've received the full complement of those reels. And so that's the point of this next little video, talking about those. But in the world of conventional reels with Daiwa, the nice thing about this company is they don't change horses that fast. They typically think things through well on the front side, and items within Daiwa line stay in the line for a number of years. And often as not, they're backwards compatible in terms of parts. So serviceability is very, very good from this very traditional Japanese manufacturer. Now, don't expect everything from Daiwa to be coming from Japan. It doesn't. Some pieces do, but the majority being produced in their plants in other countries, taking advantage of labor rates. Within the world of their conventional reels, the old C lines are still in the line, and that's probably some of the best buys in a conventional reel you'll ever come across. These guys start out at about, I don't know, 119 bucks, something like that. And they're all priced the same, and you've got 5 different sizes or so within that series of reel, 4 anyway. And they perform very, very well. I saw a guy take a jackpot on one of our long-range trips. We were kind of fighting for tuna, but still he got a jackpot fish, 110 pounds or so, fishing a sea line 40, fighting the gear ratio on the thing for over an hour, but he got the fish. Very capable pieces, predictable drag, nice performance. When you step up from a sea line, you pick up a little stronger frame, you pick up some metal on the frame, still composite on the side plates. This is the Seagate, so very nice pieces, about 150 bucks, a few fewer bearings than what we're going to see as we move up through the line. And then the Saltigas series, which are metal on the side plates and body, cast, free floating spool, which all those reels that we've shown so far incorporate. So great casting, carbon on the drags, good performing pieces, very solid, around 2 bills as far as the price point. So you go from about 120, 150, closer to 2 bills. It's a nice range of gear. Now where's the high end? Okay, now let's look these guys over. Again, we started with the little C line, and then the Seagate, and the Saltist on our Star Drag reels, and then we move into the Saltigas. Now, there is the line of the lever drags. I'm not talking about the lever drags so much at this point in time. Drag ratings on all these guys is more than adequate for the line test being fished, and of course we publish the numbers on the website. I'm not going to go through the numbers at this point because it's kind of redundant. Bearing counts increase. When we get into the Saltigas, we've got 8 plus 1 on the bearings, and of course they're all CRBBs. They're going to bring in, with that CRBB, the corrosion resistant bearings, you pick up their ultimate tournament carbon drags. We have make sealed bearings that are used in the jigging models. What are the jigging models? A couple of pieces on the smaller side. These were the first introduced, and we loved them when they came out. The only criticism was, how about some larger sizes? Guys, we can do more than this. Nice click on the star, some metal star. It's not plastic. Great free spool performance off these guys. But that's the little one. They have 2 in that small size, and then we get into 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and of course this is the 35, which is And from a drag standpoint, on the little tiny guys, we're looking at a little under 20 pounds worth of drag capability, maybe call it 18 pounds. Again, these are star drags. On a star drag, you can button that drag down, hammer it down, and fish it to the max without degrading the free spool performance or putting too much side load pressure on that spool side bearing. That's, an advantage with a star drag reel. You can button them down. When you bump up to the larger sizes, 30s on up, 20s on up, on the Saltigas, at that point, the drag is going to increase, and you may have more like, 18 to 25 pounds, maybe up to 25 pounds on the bigger pieces. Again, if we're fishing 50-pound line, having 25 pounds worth of drag is very conservative, because we're probably only going to be fishing 15 to 17 pounds worth of drag. So you've got plenty of headroom, and if you do hammer that drag down, so be it. It's not going to degrade the reel's performance. You will, have more stopping. Includes an all too brief discussion of the Daiwa Saltigas for 2017 and well beyond. And the spinning reel. So we got a couple things knocked out this morning that have been much delayed with the holiday season. Sweet pieces. If you come by the shop, definitely check these things out. Or go back and visit our website, www.sharkbait.com. You can go over the full specs and we'll write up on these pieces and some other images that show you, how they fit. This is again, 35 high size. Boy, it's just nice one. Might order one. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with a few more videos for you. Always check back on the website.
King Net.